Dan Campbell gave another update on Levi and Onwuzurike. Let's speak on it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. And he basically said he talked to him a couple weeks ago. The rehab going good, but you just don't know if his body will allow him, his back and his body will allow him to play. But he said if he 100% ready to go, that he will get an opportunity. So it sounds like they plan on not having him. They took a risk. Now you see why he fell to the second round. They took a risk, and you know, at the end of the day, when you're dealing with a back injury, especially from a guy, we didn't know about the back injury when they drafted him. We didn't know until before the season, and Brad Holmes said something that he was having back injuries. So we didn't know until he said it before this season. And they said, well, we didn't expect nothing from year one from him, but then why not shut him down? Get the surgery, do the rehab, whatever you had to do to make sure he was good. That just didn't make no sense, you know what I'm saying? So, but nonetheless, now they still got to fill that position, regardless. And if they feel it, then he probably gonna be 100% ready to go. If they don't feel it, then he not gonna be ready to go. So you gotta just cover your own ass. So I think that'll be the finishing touch on that interior defensive line, especially if Onwuzurike able to come back. But don't sound like they got too much faith in what's going on. I mean, the back is tricky. It is tricky, but they can be fully healed, can make a full recovery. It ain't like he a heavy guy, and I think it was a red flag for a guy that was out a whole season, who he missed the season because of COVID or whatever, to come back through the draft process and then have a back injury. So that would have been a big red flag for me. But he rehabbing it, and the defense line coach said this rookie year he couldn't even sit down in some of the meetings. His back was so bad. So, if he ain't healthy after a whole year off and rehabbing it and all that type of shit, man, I think a lot of fans just at the point where they're ready just to cut his ass and move on. And just, chalk it up as a loss. And then, Brad Holmes turned around and drafted another injured player, and Josh Pascal in the same round next year. So he's starting to kind of get a reputation. He's starting to get a reputation for drafting injured players. That's why I'm not a fan of Hendon Hooker. Can play and all that type of stuff, but you just at the point where you done drafted so many dudes with ACL injuries. It's like and just injuries in general. Can you really risk it? That's the $1 million question. Can you really afford to risk it? And he already 25 years old, so I don't think you can really risk it, in my opinion. Just no more of that shit. Let's just value in day 3, day 4, some shit like that. How many days they got? If there's real value pick in the middle of the draft, I just think they can't afford it early. First 3 rounds, they got to get people that's physically able to go. They can't take that no many risks. Now they start winning, you know what I'm saying, and start putting winning together. Then you can take those risks, with caution, but. You want to see what he can do, because even in the preseason game versus Pittsburgh, the way he was able to penetrate and whoop Pittsburgh's interior line, that's still stuck in a lot of people's head that he can do that. But, at least he said it wasn't no setbacks. But he ain't going to tell the truth about how rehab really going. Why would he tell us? Why would he get a drop on his opponents? But I don't even think people worried about him now. So, it ain't like he got a weight issue neither, where that's hampering his back status neither. So he don't have a weight issue. He don't have a weight issue. So it shouldn't be until I know of it. So it shouldn't be that bad for him. But I'm still kind of intrigued in what he can do. But they got to fill that position. I'm talking about the kid from Pittsburgh. One thing you worry about, is getting gashed in the run game. Him being too small. But the thing about it is, a lot of them teams don't physically run the ball like that neither. And that's what separates him between Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is an all down lineman. Right now that kid from Pittsburgh is just, right now if he can't stop the run, he's just a situational pass rusher. That's the problem. You love the athleticism, but at the end of the day, you know, you want somebody that can stop the run, get after the passer, and everything. You know, that's kind of what you really, really want. So that's the only real issue you really see. But if he can get in there and stop the run and be stout, get stronger, continue to get leverage and be better in the run game, at that point, if he can be better stopping the run, he's probably the number one defensive interior lineman on the board now. Easy. So, obviously he can boost athletically wise, in the interior, but he got to be able to be better in the run game. Because that's a problem with the Lions getting slashed and gashed for big runs and stuff. But, you asked me how would him and Onwuzurike do. I think they'd do good. They'd be one of the more lighter interior line, but you always can rotate McNeil in. You always can rotate Bugs in. You always can rotate those guys in and match them up with one of the two, or put two big guys in there and run downs. Or, you could put the kid from Onwuzurike, or you can put the kid from Pittsburgh on the outside and they can rush on outside. You can do a lot with their athleticism and their attributes. So you can always match your interior linemen, move some of these dudes around. So I don't think that would kind of be an issue. They'd be one of the lighter interior linemen. But athletically, they'd be one of the more athletic ones. And that's what you really, really want to focus on. If you can stop the run and be athletic, get after the passer, that's what you want. That's what's hoping the Lions thought Big Fairley and Dominic Pursuit was going to be two athletically gifted interior defensive tackles or interior defensive linemen that can really, can make it happen. And Big Fairley just didn't held up his end of the bargain, unfortunately. So that was just the sad part about it. But it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad update, but it wasn't the best of the updates neither. You want to hear that he ready to go and 100% ready, but like he said with the backs, you just don't know. Until you actually start, going through the football workouts, then going through the hits and how it is in the hits and all that stuff. So once he started getting hit and all that type of shit, I think then you'll have a better gauge of what's going on. So, but yeah, that is what it is. Come on, just go, man. Just go. Go ahead. Not fucking paying attention, man. Boy, female driver, just dumb, bruh. Dumb, boy. I don't know why people just get in a parking lot and drive like idiots. You too old to be driving like that. You a MILF and you driving like an idiot. Well, women can't drive. Most of the women I encounter can't drive. But I'm not going to start that. But hey, it is what it is. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. You go live or drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.